Hey Capricorn, welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for April of 2022. What I do here is love reading. That's what you came here for. Do a love reading to get the energy between you, Capricorn, and whoever this romantic interest may be. I'm gonna get your energy, their energy, and then find the point of contention, the point of the dynamic between the two of you, so that you have a little bit of forewarning as to what's going on, rather than no warning at all. I do a pretty simple spread. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know we all have things to do, places to be. So what I'm going to do is have two here that will represent your energy, Capricorn. And then I'm going to, let's get our Capricorn's romantic interest, whoever this person may be, let's get their energy here in April, their romantic energy. And then let's get this point of contention. What is the problem between these two? What is the big connection? Because that's some very different energies between the two. We're going to be doing a little bit of clarifying today, so I apologize, but probably going to be a little bit longer of a video. To sum up why I am holding my head is, Capricorn, your energy is the polar opposite of their energy. And then this dynamic between the two of you is also very, very opposite. So I'm going to try to make as much sense of this as I can, make as much sense of this for you. What I'm going to do is start with the meanings of the cards first. That way we can be on that same page, and then I will bring it all together, get the meaning for you, and at first glance, this is wow, this is a whopper. So grab you something to drink, and hopefully your chair is comfortable. Whew. So starting it out, you have this Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer water. It is, you are leaving a turbulent situation and going into a more stable one. It's a lot calmer as you go into it. A lot of times what that can mean, depending on circumstance, is that turbulence leading into calmer water. That calmer water could either be, like I said, depending on circumstance, that calmer water is either a new truth that is better, such as, I know this is an extreme example, but if you're inside of a burning building and you run outside to where it's not on fire, it's now calmer. Extreme example, but that's the gist of it. But it can also be coping. If I don't have a really awesome example, like a quick draw, when we are in, and this is what humans do, you can't be blamed for this, nobody can be blamed for this. When really stressful things happen, sometimes we cope by bringing in new truths to soothe us, We lie to ourselves to make things seem better. It's, I guess I do have a pretty extreme example. You know, your significant other is spending long hours at work, and you know that they're doing stuff behind your back, but you tell yourself, no, they're just getting overtime. We cope to try to make things that really suck not as bad. That's your Six of Swords. You also have the Five of Cups. This one is really easy to describe. This is grief and this is disappointment. It screams it. You got somebody there, the cups are turned on their side. They've spilled their contents out. This is somebody going through a problem. It is disappointment in it. And the fact that that came out with moving to calmer water is really where I'm getting that coping from. But that's why I said there's going to have to be some clarification here. Now, your partner's energy, this is wildly different. They have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. They are celebrating their emotional fulfillment. Now, on its face, you know, that it could be a self-fulfilling thing where, you know things are bad, but you set the bar low. You set a milestone that, is easily reachable. That way when you get to it, it's like, oh, great, stuff got better, when things aren't really better. This person, though, they also brought that Six of Wands out. The Six of Wands is victory. It's a power couple. And together, if this was just, this is an if, and I wish it was, because this would be a great one. If all I was doing was pulling two just to describe your situation right now, this is a what if. It is not to be, this is just an example. If I was pulling this on its own, that would signify a ridiculously strong relationship, a ridiculously strong energy toward a relationship. This is the kind of thing that you see with that power couple dynamic where, they're in tune, they're in sync, they know what they want, and they get it done. They're successful as a family. This is the kind of person's energy where bonds are not easily broken. Like, this person is winning. You know what I mean? And then you have Capricorn. For your energy coming in together, you have the Tower. The Tower is a huge change. It is the rug being pulled out from under you. It is just like you're blindsided. Something big has happened. On its own, that could be good, that could be bad. And then we throw this one in here, the Hierophant. Like, this is coming out of nowhere. I think I have an idea what's going on, but you have the Hierophant in here. The Hierophant is conformity, it's tradition, it is the status quo, it is joining in with the norm. It is conforming to, beliefs and whew, man. First glance, this is what I'm thinking. You're not happy, they are. You're getting cold feet about something, and they are not. That's like the first glance here, because you have reluctance, you have coping, you have, you know, disappointment, you also have this drastic change. This is like the cliche movie thing where the guy is, I forget the movie, but there's a movie I saw where the guy was really really happy about, you know, where things were. They thought their partner was really happy, and they popped the question, and that huge change of going into conformity, of being something that person wasn't ready for, really just blew up the whole thing. Is this person pressuring you into being something that you're not? And it's moving into the next phase and you don't know how to address it? Well, let's find out. So I'm going to start with this. What is the root of Capricorn's grief? Is this coping? Like, what is going on here? What is the cause of the grief? Let's look up that grief first. Let's find out what's going on here with our Capricorn friend. Let's give them some little bit of knowledge, because I mean, this is confusion city right here. A lot of wands, a lot of willpower, and there's one right there. Page of Wands, impulsiveness. I mean, just straight up doing the first thing that comes to mind. Then you have the Knight of Wands, which is fast action. It's, oh my goodness. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is being trapped and restricted. Capricorn, what I'm seeing here is not good. Things are moving too fast. Things are moving too fast. You feel trapped, you feel restricted, you don't feel like you're in control. This person this person is definitely, at least during this month, the dominant voice here. This is the type of person that when you go out to eat, they order your food for you. Like, that is the energy this person is radiating. And you're stuck. You're stuck in this. And you tell yourself it's going to be better, but your mind is racing. You're having these thoughts bouncing back and forth. You can't even focus. You can't even focus on one thing to even try to ground yourself in reality. It's like the minute you think you can stop to breathe, just give me a moment to breathe, you're already being pushed into the next big situation. Sound about right? Because that is just, make some room here. What is this Capricorn's Tower moment? What is this huge change? What is this big event that just happened? What is this? What happened? What is going on here? I'm starting to think that roles and responsibilities has a lot to do with this. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my God. Man. So your Tower moment. Stability used to be there. So you have your Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. It's worry. It's something new, something big has been thrust upon you, which has triggered a ridiculous amount of anxiety. And what that did, see, the Six of Cups is harmony. It's opening up. That harmony, that status quo that you've been used to, has just been obliterated. That was weird. Has been obliterated. Your tower was built on stability, was built on harmony, was built on a mutual understanding of the situation, and it has been torn apart. There's no harmony anymore. There's only discord. And this Eight of Cups is the coping. It is walking away, moving on from a emotional, from what it was, moving away from the emotions that was there. You are literally being ripped away from that stability that you used to have, that tower of that pillar of strength that you had is with vicious chains is just being pulled into the ground. Jeez. Capricorn, let's see if we can figure out why. Like, we know that you have every reason to be frustrated is too weak of a word to use, but I'm going to stick with that. You have a reason to be frustrated. So we know that Capricorn's partner, interest, whoever this person is obviously very dominant. They have power behind their action, and they're very sure of themselves too. There's no getting through that. This person is not somebody to talk to, because whatever you say is going to be wrong. It's going to be, oh, it'll be okay. Don't worry about it. I got this taken care of. Or don't think about it. Just follow my lead. You have no voice. Capricorn's voice is being muffled. It's being withheld. There is a hand over your mouth keeping you from speaking out. Why? What is the Hierophant here? What is the Hierophant represent for Capricorn's relationship? So, starting it out, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a logical approach to the truth. The Queen of Swords is a tempered hand into finding, in a more scientific method, the removal of emotions to do a cold, hard examination of the situation. This is the methodical way of getting the truth. Then you have the Nine of Wands, which is self-reliance. It's difficult fulfillment. It is hard to get what you want. It is hard to be who you want to be. It is only being able to rely on yourself. And then you have Temperance. You have Temperance, which is seeking balance, seeking understanding. I'm gonna tell you something, Capricorn, if this is your situation, you're not gonna like it. And you may tell yourself, no, this isn't me, because that's coping. This can't possibly be my situation. Your gut is screaming at you, this is wrong, this is bad, this situation, there is alarm bells going off. Whatever this situation is in April, this is not good. Because this person is controlling, and they're trying to make this the status quo. They're trying to trick you into thinking that this is the balance. This is how it should be. What they know is best. Be okay with it. They want you to conform to this reality. This is being forced to do what you don't want to do. And the worst part is, they feel that they have to, because, like, they went through a logical process. They actively took the time to examine the situation, to factor in all of the situation. They factored everything in and came to a logical conclusion. Now, logical in this case is subjective. This was logical to them, that the way to do it was they're going to do it themselves. And you're going to be okay with it. This is the new status quo that they're pushing on you. And they are powerful and they are proud to do it. My goodness. My goodness. It's like you're being just led around on a chain, just told where to sit, what to do, where to go. Like, you know you're being leashed. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ask 2 more questions. I said, I'm sorry this is a long one, but I just can't, I can't just leave it at that. Like, you know that this situation is unhealthy. You know that. You're living it. I'm actually going to ask one question. It's a very clear and concise question. What can our Capricorn do to get through this month in one piece? What can Capricorn do to survive this crap? Oh my God. And like, the thing that really gets me is they have this victory, they have this power in their head, they are so sure of themselves. They have, even if they didn't think this before, like, they have come to this conclusion recently that this is who they have to be. They have concluded that this is how they have to proceed. They have logic to this. They've wrapped their mind around it. It is how they perceive. And that's the worst part, is they think this is how it has to be. Like, this is what must be done to maintain the situation. That is how they feel balance is supposed to, that is how they see balance. And that has destroyed any semblance of interesting. So this question was, what can you do to get through this month? Queen of Swords came up again, but this is for you. You have every right and every reason, and it would honestly be a surprise if you weren't emotional. This is a huge problem. Like, everything that your status quo has been torn apart. You have every right, every reason, and like I said, I would be surprised if you weren't. But you need to temper that and take a logical approach to the situation. You got that Wheel of Fortune. You have to realize, you have to understand that this is a new cycle. This is fate. This is the completion of a cycle, the completion of that harmony. This is telling you to wrap your mind around the situation. Whatever once was is not there now. It's done. It's over. It's gone. Like, that status quo has now rolled by. That logical approach plays into your Two of Pentacles, which is balance in the physical world. It's understanding what you have, what you are. Maybe a good time to start taking stock of what you own, because the more that this person rolls into your life, takes more and more control, the less and less you have. You have to take stock of what you own. And keep that balance of who you are. Don't lose yourself in this. You have your Queen of Cups. Utilize your feminine energy. And that is absolutely doubled with the Empress, which is the mother of the messaging. It is the feminine energy. It is the one who can receive love. It is the one who is abundant in love. And then you have this Ace of Wands, which is inspiration and creativity. You know what this is telling you? Realize the situation is what it is. And don't fight fire with fire. This is telling you, this is screaming to you, that if you take the Emperor approach and channel that masculine energy and raise your fist and try to fight back by being what they are, giving it back to them, is not going to work. That power, that rage that you have every reason to have, is not going to do anything. It's not. More than likely, what it'll do is cause them to think that they now have to take on even more. Because the more you fight back, the more they're going to validate everything they're doing. This is telling you to focus on your feminine energy. Focus on your compassion and understand that you are not controlled by them. You have a major arcana. Like, this is a powerful message of who you are, and don't forget who you are. You're not somebody to be led around on a leash. Be strong. This one happened to be the last one, happens to be a really important message. And you probably could have summed it all up in this. You have willpower, use it. You have willpower, you have inspiration, you have creativity. You're not just a mindless drone who's being led around. You're not a robot who they're programming to, beep boop your way into whatever they want you to do. They want you to inflate the tires out in the parking lot. Okay, beep boop, I'm on my way. No, you are independent. You have ridiculous energy. You're just holding it back with grief and sorrow and confusion and just being blindsided. And I can't stress it enough. You have every reason to be that way. You have every reason to feel that way. But you have to use your willpower, fight through it, and get your solution. You as an individual, Capricorn, your particular exact circumstance is different from anybody else. You are unique. You are an island in an ocean. There's only one of you. You have to take stock of your situation. If you have friends, if you have family, if you have people that know details about what's going on, get every angle you can. And just understand, though, that if you lay down, if you lay on your back and just let it happen, that is how it will be. You will forever be the 20%. And the relationship is 100%. They will control 80, you will be the 20. You will, and there's no clawing back from that. It just happened. You still have time to make your voice, to rip that hand off of your mouth and make them see that you are not to be ignored. You are not to be held down. You have that potential, Capricorn, but you need to get help on how to figure out a way out. Because with you feeling trapped, with you feeling restricted, the last thing you need is to be brooding in a room somewhere, with pieces of paper all over the place. What can I do to solve this problem? Because you're only going to get in your own head. This is not something that you can do on your own, which is where that motherly card is. This is where that motherly, that feminine, that family energy, you need to use the resources at your disposal. And don't lose sight of who you are. You have power. You do. You may not feel it. You may feel like it's all slipped out of your hands. Being trapped and restricted by this new truth could easily break the best of us. Easily. But it's not over. You're not broken. If you were broken, you wouldn't be here. You would be doing whatever they said you were supposed to do. You would just fall in line. You would be a worker bee at that point. But you're not. Because you are clinging on to something. And that something is that inspiration and creativity that you have buried in you. Don't give up. Don't give up on, your happiness. Don't give up on your future. Don't give up on yourself, because if you do that, nobody else can help you. Capricorn, I truly wish I had way better things to say about this. I really do. But you're in a pickle. You really are. And ultimately, the choice is yours how you're going to continue on. Are you going to be who they want you to be? Or are you going to be who you are meant to be? So, even with all the bad news, I really do appreciate you taking the time to sit with me through this, hear what I have to say with the messaging here. I really do hope that, you know, if this is your very particular circumstance, that you don't ignore it and don't hide behind false truths and think, no, it can't be me. When it's happening to you, take stock of your situation and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So, yeah, with all that said, thanks again. I'll see you next time.